Welcome to Coruzant Technologies, home of the Digital Executive Podcast.
Welcome to the Digital Executive. Today's guest is Sam Zheng. Sam Zheng, CEO and co-founder of DeepHow, spearheads a rapidly evolving startup. Backed by esteemed investors, DeepHow revolutionizes skilled workforce training with an innovative AI-powered video-centric knowledge capturing and transfer platform. Prior to DeepHow, Sam dedicated over a decade to Siemens, driving digital innovation across various industries. His noteworthy projects, such as the Cloud Digital Inspection Jacket, have significantly improved technical knowledge sharing, efficiency, and user experience, earning his team the prestigious Siemens Innovation Award.
Well, good afternoon, Sam. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian.
Absolutely. Love doing this. Sam, I appreciate you making the time, hailing out of the East Coast there, and the time difference isn't so big today for this podcast, but love to do these things every single day. And Sam, jumping into your first question, after over a decade at Siemens driving digital innovation, what inspired you to co-found DeepHow, and how did your experiences at Siemens influence your vision for DeepHow?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Siemens experience actually we set the foundation for why we started DeepHow. Tell you a little bit background. Even before I worked at Siemens, I actually studied engineering psychology. Always passionate about understanding people, helping people, seeing technology is playing such a significant role, impacting every aspect of our life and work. That's why I want to study the intersection between technology and people and how to leverage technology to help people. And after I did my PhD actually at University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, and many years ago, then I joined Siemens Corporate Research and leading many digital innovation projects and working very closely with our partners in manufacturing, in technical service, industrial service. What we have realized is majority of these innovation project, digital innovation and digital transformation and so-called industrial 4.0 projects, they were focusing on introducing more automation and robotics to the shop floor, to the industrial environment. And yet we often hear from the managers, operational manager and plant managers saying, hey, robots and automation cannot solve all the problems. We love them, but we are actually desperate to have more skilled workers. And that actually really because many of our experienced experts are baby boomers, and after spending years on the shop floor and in the field and getting all the knowledge, and they're retiring. And their knowledge has not been effectively captured and transferred to the younger generation of workers. And speaking of the workers, they grow up learning very, very different, right? They're no longer interested in reading the lengthy manuals, the instruction, SOP document. And in fact, if they want to learn anything, they prefer to go online, watch video, because it's just more engaging and more interactive. Go to YouTube, your TikTok. So that way made us think, well, how could we use technology, in this case, particularly AI technology, to capture experts' knowledge and digitize them and deliver in a way that's engaging to the younger generation worker? Can we develop technology to really train people quicker and more effective, more efficiently? And that really lead us to create DeepHow. And DeepHow, that's exactly we're leveraging technology and particularly AI and video to capture experts' knowledge and then deliver that to the other worker and make it much more engaging and easier to learn.
Really love that. Obviously, you have a knack for understanding the human psychology, right? And having that background, I think, really helped shed the light on a need here. And you've done a great job of doing that. So I appreciate the backstory on that, Sam. Sam, could you explain the AI technology behind DeepHow's video-centric knowledge capturing and transfer platform, and how does it specifically cater to the needs of the skilled workforce?
Absolutely. Absolutely. AI now is such a buzzword that's gaining. I mean, the technology is advancing so rapidly, right? Particularly recent years, powered by this large language model like ChatGPT. So we started the company actually 5.5 years ago, and we're already leveraging all the state-of-the-art AI technology. In our particular case, it starts with the digitalization. We want to capture the experts' knowledge. So the best way, actually most effective way, actually is to use video. Because today, if you look, a lot of these experts' knowledge is captured using these text-based documents or instruction manuals or SOP, standard operational procedure. So someone has to write it down, and either expert, they have to do by themselves, or someone else talk to the expert saying, hey, how you're doing certain procedure, observe them, etc. Actually, the more efficient, effective way is, well, why don't we just record expert, doing things, right? And everyone actually, on the shop floor, that everyone has cell phone, and then there are also designated mobile devices I use. And we're already seeing people doing that, right? Start doing more like video recording and capturing expert, doing work. But then previously it takes a lot of time trying to organize these kinds of content. And that's where AI comes in. So we developed AI system, right? Already building into our, mobile app. We call workflow capture app. Literally as expert doing demonstration, and then someone can just record the expert, or all the expert can do self-recording. And what AI does eventually turning this demonstration into a step-by-step instruction. So that's a breakdown to see what AI does here. Number one is now it's so obvious, right? So AI can transcribe your expert speaking actually different languages in a very noisy environment. We developed this specifically for this manufacturing and industrial environment. You have experience working there, it is very noisy, and it sometimes can be very loud, right? Over 100 decibel, and people need to wear all the hearing protection. But we develop technology and combined with software, hardware, now we're able to capture experts speaking in this noisy environment. AI can understand, and our AI can also understand more than 50 languages. So that really make it very easy for particular company if the expert speaking one language, and then later AI will also translate that into over 50 other languages. So really make the knowledge transfer very easy. And most importantly, one of the key things we do here is, of course, AI does all the indexing. We're using natural language processing and also computer vision, or so-called multimodal, because you want to leverage all these different modality and understand as an expert, right, doing let's say assembly and certain machine or fixing certain parts. It could be, let's say 30 minutes or a longer procedure. Our AI will come in and trying to understand what are the key steps, right? Extract these key information. And this is what we call your workflow segmentation, and turning complex demonstration, break it down and then into bite size and is step-by-step instruction. And that way may make it much easier for people to learn, right? Because just go to your YouTube and now it's becoming popular. Now people start creating chapters. So there are tons of research to show. So we can break down those complex topics into these step-by-step or chapter by chapter. And then it's a lot easier for people to consume. And then also it's a lot easier for people to search and then to go back to only the places that they need a little bit refresher. So in short, what our AI does is turn experts, demonstration, and into step-by-step instruction. And we keep also a human in the loop. And in fact, expert can review everything what AI does. And if they're okay, and then can publish this. And by the way, we also use AI to generate quiz. And so that the learner, right, and so after they're watching the video, and then they can also take the quiz. And these quiz, again, will reflect all the key points and key steps and that our AI already extracted. So that's really just in a nutshell, turning demonstration into very organized step-by-step instruction.
That's amazing. Sam, I appreciate you obviously recognizing that video is the way to go for training, but then you infused AI into this that is actually able to overcome some of the noise complications that you have in recording in traditional manufacturing, and really highlighting just how AI simply is getting it done much faster, more efficient for workers, especially the new ones that need to learn the process. So I appreciate that. And Sam, looking ahead, how do you see AI and machine learning evolving in the context of workforce training? And what trends or innovations are you most excited about?
Yeah, absolutely. AI is going to play such a critical role in workforce training because in recent years, AI empowered by deep learning or deep neural network and has advanced so rapidly, right? The recent AI development, like large language model, which powered ChatGPT at the beginning shocked the whole world, right? So, wow, AI is now becoming really capable. So And there's also a lot of fear, right? People in general, people have saying, "Oh, wow, is AI? It's becoming so powerful. Are they going to replace our jobs?" Right? And then would that create all these problems? And for us, is definitely AI such a powerful technology. We need to use it wisely. In this case, we should definitely leverage it to help people to get better. And that's why AI will play such a significant role in workforce training. And specifically what we think why AI and particularly today, like generative AI can play such a role. Yeah, I just mentioned, right? The AI can turn this unstructured demonstration into more structured your way of delivering step-by-step instruction and demonstration to step-by-step instruction. That's one part. And second is AI actually can create a lot of these more personalized content for any learner. Like for instance, so after we capture all these information, of course, people can just view it. The similar experience they have on YouTube or TikTok. So our AI will provide also recommendation, but in this case, we'll tailor to their career development needs, skills development requirements. Right. So we'll use recommendation to really provide the right content for them, make it easy for them to access. But now they can also ask questions directly. Whereas with the ChatGPT case, we actually grounded this AI to the data that we already created. So this is so-called the retrieval augmented generation. It's RAG, right? So imagine now we already have a huge, let's say after capture all these experts' knowledge, and then you have already digital version of the expert available. Now from the learner perspective, they actually can interact with the system, just asking any question. And then AI will, of course, number one, understand the question, and later search all the related results. So what this RAG, retrieval augmented generation, does, instead of just presenting back, hey, these are the or whatever your 50 related documents or videos, and AI will actually synthesize all these content into more cohesive answers. So that would make actually learning a lot more interactive, a lot more personalized, and a lot more efficient and effective. There's another actually a very important project where we have been working on is we call knowledge map. Just like today, when we travel, we rely so much on all these digital maps, like for instance Google Maps, right? And particularly you go to a new places, right? At first, right? So without these maps, you'll be you'll get lost. You'll be so overwhelming. So our goal is now, after we capture a lot of these knowledge and then leverage AI to really make sense of all these information and then create some kind of digital map, allow anyone, right? No matter how you're new or into this environment, they can leverage the map to navigate and without getting lost. So that's really something we're super excited thinking, hey, AI can really help people, right? And better navigate, in this complex, environment, in complex, domain, but also be able to learn in a more personalized and more efficient, more effective way, and leverage AI to really help people instead of, right, replacing people or workers.
That's awesome. Thank you for highlighting some of that. You're right about the AI. AI can be available 24/7, doesn't call in sick, and be able to intelligently answer questions when students have had questions. So I think that's simply amazing. And I appreciate you kind of sharing some of the innovations that are going to be coming about. And Sam, last question of the day, if you could briefly share, how has your background in engineering, psychology, and statistics shaped your leadership style at DeepHow, and what principles guide your approach to team management?
Yeah. So my background certainly has profoundly impacted how we approach this. Like, first of all, we always emphasize AI in this case help people, and we are taking this we call human-centered approach. So human-centered AI. That means the very powerful technology is how do we leverage it to help people understand, right? In this particular case, our manufacturing, your customer, and then the workers on the shop floor. So what are their specific needs and how we can leverage technology to help them. In fact, our mission is to really to empower workers, skilled workers to excel, right? By leveraging AI technology to capture their experts, their knowledge, and then transfer that knowledge efficiently, effectively, and then to achieve the operational excellence, right? The mantra we have been using is called capture expertise and cultivate excellence. So that's really the mission, and that really inspire us to do DeepHow. And right, so the background, what made DeepHow unique is we're very human centered, and we're a technology. We leverage all the technology, but in the end, the key thing is we want to help people to learn more efficiently, more effectively. We also want to help organization to become more operational excellence. But the key thing here is really, and you need to have both human, so who should still be in the center, and leverage the power of technology. In this case, particularly AI technology.
Thank you again, Sam, for sharing. Your background in engineering psychology has obviously, we talked about this, contributed to a broad need that will solve a lot of training issues and safety issues in the future in the manufacturing space, of course. So do appreciate that. And Sam, it was such a pleasure having you on today, and I look forward to speaking with you real soon.
Thank you so much, Brian. It's a great pleasure talking to you.
Bye for now.